So the thing that struck me was that people are saying that part of this is a hypersonic technology, right? Which essentially allows their missiles to evade being shot down. And I read that they did a test and the missile orbited and then came down, and it missed by like a couple dozen miles. So they didn't, and that they have full-scale replica like targets like U.S. warships, right? So they're 24 miles off. That's the good news. The bad news is they have a technology that goes up, orbits, and comes shooting back down. And when they can get rid of that 24-mile mess up, they can hit a target. There's nothing we could do to stop it. And people are saying this is an emerging technology. We've never seen it. We actually don't have a response to it. Is that true?
Well, you put your finger on something that's getting a lot of attention at the Pentagon and is very, very significant. In fact, a senior Army weapons developer who's helping to produce the long-range hypersonic weapon told an audience at the SMD conference, a missile defense gathering recently, that the U.S. is essentially number 3 when it comes to hypersonic weapons. There is a widespread discussion that the U.S. has fallen behind or potentially could be behind both Russia and China when it comes to the advent and deployment of hypersonic weapons. Now, this is changing quickly. Credit to the U.S. weapons developers. They've used a lot of digital engineering, looked at multiple designs at one time to streamline the acquisition process, and the U.S. plans to have a long-range hypersonic weapon by as soon as 2023. The Arrow, or air-launched weapon, is moving along quickly as well. So the gap is closing quickly, and the U.S. is making a ton of progress.
But if we close the gap, that still doesn't give us the ability to stop their weapon, right? We have the same one, but we actually can't stop the hypersonic missile. That's the problem, right?
Well, you're ahead of the curve with how the Pentagon is thinking. There are a lot of cutting-edge efforts to try and defend against hypersonic weapons. The difficulty with hypersonics is not only are they maneuverable, and of course they go at 5 times the speed of sound. So there are a number of different... I'm sorry?
How fast is that?
Oh, I should know, Rob. It's Mach 5, so I'm not sure. But and it can even go up to Mach 10, or depending on the weapon system, or at the very least it can go above Mach 5. So what that means is defensive commanders have no time. They might discover an incoming hypersonic missile and have what? As opposed to sensor shooter time of 20 minutes, which an ICBM traveling through space can give someone. This can be a matter of minutes or even seconds, depending on where it's launched from. So part of the effort is...
Meaning they shoot it up, it orbits around, and they don't see it till it's coming back down. All of a sudden, it's coming around, and it's 30 seconds from its target, and it just appeared.
Well, that was exactly right. As a matter of fact, Rob, that's exactly what a congressional research report said recently, that when it comes to a standard ballistic missile, you catch it early in its trajectory because it has that parabola-like flight. When it comes to hypersonics, you don't see that it's even there on the way until much further along in its trajectory, so you in effect have no time. They're also maneuverable. And as you point out, boost glide weapons kind of skip along the boundary of the upper Earth's atmosphere and can enter space and then use the sheer speed of their descent to, often using kinetic energy, just wipe out a target with the impact.